Okay, so for this one, it looks like all the factoring is good. The deal is you probably don't actually want to factor the numerators because if you think about what we're going to do with them, we're going to try to add, since that's our operation here once we have the common denominator. And in this case, we do have the common denominator already, so let me write that out. And then this came out to x plus 8, x minus 10, plus, and I'm going to leave this one also not factored for that numerator. And then same thing down here. And the reason is once we get the same denominator, which we happen to have in this case, that means I can add the numerators. So if I have them factored, I would actually have to remultiply to get it to look like these again so that they're in terms that I can combine. So in other words, our next step for this would be this numerator plus this one. And you can see if I have those factors factored out, x minus 5, it's not wrong, it just means I'd have to then distribute that back to collect these terms. I'm just going to write LCD down there for a second. So now x squared minus 5 plus 5, sweet, those cancel. And yep, and then you did the math across and you got the same thing. This would have just been one less step to get there. LCD, and now this x68. Not sure about that. But here, this will go x plus 10, x minus 10. So when we get to where we have everything combined, that's where we want to factor the numerator to see if we're able to reduce. So up here we would just leave it as it is, and you'll see on later problems you may have to multiply it by something to get the common denominator going. We combine our like terms, get it as simplified as we can, and then if at that point we can factor, that's the spot to factor that numerator, because now when I write my denominator back in there, now I can see I can reduce that fraction. And so we're left with this piece right here. I think that is it on that one. Yeah, so same denominator, add your numerators together, or if there's a subtract. The one thing with the subtract would be to be careful and get those parentheses there. It's almost always that second sign where people make the error on the subtract. Combine terms, then factor the numerator, and then try to cancel. So that's kind of the plan for there. Let me know if you still have questions.